Hello everybody! Pleased to have you all back again. As always, here is the place to be for virtual reality content. As per usual, we will brief you on the most recent releases, go over any changes or new game trailers, and then go into some key stories affecting the VR business. Today, we'll talk about how to get the most out of the Quest 2 XR2 chipset. There have been a number of fascinating new releases, and it appears like the Quest 2 will face more competition than ever. With all that, let us look at some of the games and their performance and overall optimization. Let's begin with Wands Alliances. In Wands Alliances, you get to compete against other teams of 3 in intense online matches. You should check this game out if you're tired of standard shooters and want something with more of a focus on cooperation and strategy. The game features 3 separate classes, a big number of unlocked spells, and highly competitive gameplay that is simple to learn yet difficult to master. Okay, so let's begin as usual with the last few months' releases. Altair Breaker is an anime-inspired cooperative sword-fighting game. It features fantastic combat, stunning graphics, a leveling system, and a 4-player gameplay loop that many players will find addictive. If co-op's not your taste, it's still fairly enjoyable to play alone. And we look forward to sharing additional information about this game with you in the future. Don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in watching that video. On the same note, Red Matter 2 has also been released, and it aims to push Quest 2 to its maximum limit. This is yet another game that we have already completed, and we cannot wait to offer our thoughts. If you are unfamiliar with the Red Matter original, it is a story-driven puzzle game with stunning visuals, and the sequel improves on every facet of the original. In our opinion, they have improved the aesthetics, added numerous new game features, and greatly lengthened the gameplay without introducing boring challenges. The first of our game updates will be for the Nerf Ultimate Championship. This incredible 4 versus 4 competitive shooter has actual Nerf blasters, 3 distinct game modes, and innovative parkour mobility. In addition, they will provide season passes that will introduce additional blasters. This appears to be a wonderful title for all Nerf enthusiasts. Inside the VR PvP arena, competition is fierce. But this one appears to have an interesting twist, and we can't wait to start throwing darts. But if you're not interested in competition or don't want to purchase any games, you can opt for Sail VR. You can enter into this open-world pirate game and engage in ship-to-ship conflicts on land or sea. Utilizing vocal orders, you'll feel like a real pirate commander. Therefore, search the seas for treasure and improve your ship all along the way. Occasionally, however, new games simply cannot match the classics. We are therefore pleased to announce that the Half-Life 2 VR modification was launched in September. Although this was a public beta release, people were absolutely blown away. This game has endured through the years. It looks incredible in VR, much better than the majority of newly released games, and it even feels a bit like Half-Life Alyx. Even if you've played Half-Life 2 to death, we recommend replaying it in virtual reality. And if you've never played the game before, it's going to be your new VR must-have. However, if you just ever played Rec Room, you'll be pleased to know that a new Showdown mode has been added. Showdown is a 3-on-3 shooter with a Western theme, a new map, and 3 new weapons that follow the usual team deathmatch gameplay. In contrast to the other gaming options, this is a welcome change of pace. If you're a lover of the Rec Room, or if you haven't tried it yet, you now have one further reason to dive in. Okay, we have one more little game-related topic before moving on to hardware-related news. And now we turn to the development team behind Iron Man VR, Camouflage, who have recently dropped hints that they are working on a new game, despite the fact that they continue to place all of their attention on virtual reality. The team's official statement is now displayed on screen, but it's great to read words such as going all in on VR, and new things are on the horizon. Due to the fact that Iron Man was only available for PlayStation VR, we believe that this development studio is likely hard at work on a launch day title for PlayStation VR 2. We would also like to see an Iron Man PC VR port. But even more so, we desire Iron Man VR 2. The narrative and battle mechanics in Iron Man VR were very remarkable. It actually made us feel like the iconic hero, and it's the sole reason we purchased a PlayStation VR. We anticipate to hear from the company again in the near future, and we look forward to whatever they are working on. Enjoying it so far? Why not hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon for notifications so that you never miss any of our future uploaded videos. If you did, then let's get back to the video. Okay, let's go on to the latest hardware news, beginning with a Lenovo Quest 2 clone. Now, Lenovo previously collaborated with Meta and assisted in the design of the Rift S, despite the headset's positive reception. However, Meta has since stopped the Rift S and shifted its focus to independent designs. Now, Lenovo intends to follow suit with the VR700, which will have comparable specifications to the Quest 2, but will depart from the usual design and feature the company's signature Halo strap and battery pack on the back. No, we're not fans of the Halo strap, yet we realize that many others adore it. There isn't much else known about this headgear right now, but we should find out more later. The primary issue with other firms replicating the Quest 2 is that they lack the same ecosystem and software support as Meta. But one company, ByteDance, is quickly catching up. Recent leaks provided a look at the Pico Neo 4 headset and controllers, and it appears that the company is attempting to go ahead of Meta by launching this headset as quickly as possible. And in contrast to Meta's future headset project Cambria, which is projected to cost roughly $1,500 and will not be extensively subsidized like the Quest 2, the Pico Neo 4 will be heavily subsidized. So while it appears that Meta will enter prosumer enterprise AR territory, ByteDance would then remain focused on gaming and release a more advanced headset in the Quest 2 that will be significantly less expensive than Meta's new headset. If all of this is true, this is the device we want. A true standalone upgrade that maintains the focus on gaming. Now, we did state that hardware is only one aspect of the puzzle, and based on our prior experience with Pico, they continue to lag behind Meta in this regard. However, they are investing heavily in software development. Consequently, we believe that the rivalry is now genuine and that the landscape may actually shift over the next few years. But let's concentrate on maximizing the performance of the current iteration of the Quest 2 XR2 chipset. When it was reported that Project Cambria would utilize the same XR2 chip, it was, to say the least, a major letdown. Currently, the Quest 2 has a resolution of 1920 by 3664 pixels. The current resolution of Medal of Honor, for example, is 1296 by 1440 at 72 Hz. However, the XR2 chipset cannot handle the majority of games at this resolution. This is substantially below the LCD panel's actual capabilities. Consequently, it is evident that the hardware is holding games behind. Regardless of how high the resolution is on the Project Cambria panels for many applications, what we actually need is new hardware, but we're not getting it. However, we are undergoing a modest overhaul that should dramatically enhance thermals and performance by at least 30%. This was necessary in order to reduce the amount of heat produced and the amount of power that was consumed by the XR2 chip that is currently housed in the Quest 2 headset. Through Project Cambria's improved cooling, we can now get all of the performance back, and possibly even more. They will not only be able to run the chip faster, but also use foveated rendering. This is a method for eye tracking that reduces the resolution of the area outside of your field of view, which results in an increase in performance overall. So what does this mean for the games we actually play? Well, for one thing, we might notice a lot less of the annoying exfoliated rendering, which makes the edges of the screen look worse. Games which run at 72 Hz must be able to run at 90 Hz, or the resolution must be able to go up a bit. Project Cambria will also include more RAM, so the quality of its textures might even get better. Now, when we put all of these things together with a highly optimized game like Red Matter 2, we're starting to close the gap among PC VR and standalone. Now, there is still a huge gap, and standalone VR can never really compete with PC VR because we've been comparing technology that costs a few $100s but has a lot of power limits to a machine that costs 1,000 times as much but has no limits. But if we can get all of these technologies to work together, we have an exciting future ahead of us. Meta and software developers are doing everything they can to get the most out of the XR2 chipset. But the real magic won't happen until next year, when the Quest 3 PlayStation VR 2 and, hopefully, the Valve Deckard will be released. With all that hope of an amazing heading improvement, We believe it will be fun for you when experiencing it. If there is something you guys want to share, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there and press the bell icon to get notified so that you never miss any of our future uploaded videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.